Welcome everyone. Welcome. Yes, man. Squad is out. The squad is out. The squad is out, people. We're doing a quick live here. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Squad is out, people. $23-man squad. 23-man squad, people. Yeah, man. 23-man squad is out. So we can list them. Yeah, man. The squad job. People them there. The people them there. Alright, me just shorten it, people. I just shorten it really. Yeah, man, what the squad job to face US. I was just there sitting, tell you, in for this job. Yeah, ball car, what going? Who said that? Alright, let me read out the squad. Alright, so Andre Blake, Dylan Barnes, Dennis Taylor. I want to know so them three goalkeepers that always are good at it, right? These three goalkeepers. Then you have Damian Lowe, Mariappa, Liam Moore. So Liam Moore is okay. Ethan Pinnock is fine since he has been named. Oliver Powell, O'Neal Fisher. Then you have Kemar Lawrence, Javian Brown, Daniel Johnson, Devon Williams, Javon Watson. Yes, let me have to know. Bobby Reed, Junior Flemings, Kemar Roof, Jamal Lowe is back. Tyreek McGee, Mikel Antonio, Javon East, Shamar Nicholson is there. Shamar Nichols is there. And Andre Gray. But top 10, I'm not telling you you know. I told you all. I told you when Manning's banded up live. I'm telling you to watch and see. Told you to watch and see. There you have it. There you have it. Only one CDM. Well, remember say what's his name? Speedy I go play CDM, you know. Speedy, DJ, and Devon Williams. Plus, well, Devon Williams are Speedy, plus Javon Watson. Yeah? Yeah man, this is a squad that will face the USA. It is a squad to face the USA. All right, Kathleen. Yeah, man. So, what do people think about the squad? All right, let us try and look through it and see if it is a balanced unit. I want to see if it is a balanced unit. Yeah, man. So, the 3 goalkeepers, them good. All right. The 3 goalkeepers are good. I don't think I have a challenge with those goalkeepers, though. Yeah. Honestly. Honestly about that squad here, people. What y'all say about this squad? All right, so I believe that the 3 goalkeepers rather good enough. So there's a pass there. Yeah, man, that is a pass for those goalkeepers. Live, you lick people in a shot though. Never people never never know how go on, man. But they catch everybody still now. Squad does jumping at night. Boy, I tell you. You know, I say thing, you know, you have to up and running and on top of your game, don't. So, yeah, man, we catch a look up inside. So, yeah, people. All right, so we all right with the 3 goalkeepers, right? When I hear me clearly, don't. Are you hearing me clearly? All right, once you hear me clearly, no problem. All right, so the 3 goalkeepers, all right. Dennis Taylor, Dylan Barnes, and Blake. See? Defenders, Damian Lowe. What up, Dre Anyweather? Mops, good. Then you have Moore and Pinnock. So, and the defenders, them Powell, Fisher, Taxi, and Brown. So we have a lot of defenders now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defenders. Which is seem good to me. Yeah? Seem okay to me in terms of the amount of defenders. So D-Low or Mops. Then you have Moore and Pinnock, or D-Low and Moore, or D-Low and Pinnock, or Moore and Pinnock. So we have the central area there covered. Right back, you can have Mops playing right back. Powell is also over there. Fisher is versatile. He can play right or left. Taxi is over on the left. Javian Brown is also on the right hand side. So this look away still now, because Taxi are the only man over there for that one. Well, not saying it is one. Not saying it is just one game, but I mean, look at it. A Taxi alone upon the left, you know. Taxi alone upon the left. The good thing about Brown and Fisher is that they can play on both sides. So if that is the case, on the right side would have been Powell and Mops. You understand? Jano, it look away still now. It look away. Definitely look away. But it looks to me it's a formidable squad, but something is off with the left back, right back position. You understand? All right. So when you look at the middle of the park now, you have Daniel Johnson, you have Speedy, you have Aka. Well, DJ is Daniel Johnson. Everybody know that there is. Speedy is Devon Williams. Haka is Javon Watson. So we have three central defensive midfielder there. Yeah. And we're gonna try and pick the 11, you know. So coming up with that. All right, so we're gonna try as best as possible to pick the 11, the best 11 out of this. Yo, that's a tough still. Bobby Reed is a midfielder as well. Then you have Jonah Flemings. These are our wide men. But Bobby Reed can play the central attacking midfielder. So you have Bobby Reed, Maggie. Bobby Reed and Maggie. And then you have Flemmer, Low, Roof, East, Bose, and Gray. Well, but forward up front, you know. Hey, it's amazing, you know. How we compare that side to the US side. Hold on, let me try to find the US team. How me find the US team, you know. Try to find the US team and see if we can compare to the US team. No, okay. We want to compare to now and see who have the better team. or if the squads can match up. Don't. I try to find it, people. Find the full. And if somebody can type up the US team and send it on the screen. I try to find the US team so we can compare it, brother. Let's see. Uh, all right, let's find it. Let's find it. Let's find it. Let's find it, people. Let me share again. I forgot to. All right, there it is. This is the US team. And the US team has they have three goalkeepers: Sean Johnson, Zach Stefan, Matt Turner. Their defenders are George Bello, John Brooks, Sergio Dest, Mark McKenzie, Shaq Moore, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Anthony Robinson, Miles Robinson, DeAndre Yedlin. I think Yedlin, Moore, Dest, Brooks are the in are the ones that I know. Shaqmore did a pretty decent job in the game against Jamaica at the Gold Cup. Chris Richards looked like he is a first time call up invitee. He's in the defense as well. Midfielders, you have Kellen Acosta, good baller. Tyler Adams, Busio, Latorre, Sebastian Leggett, Weston McKennie is back, Yunus Musa, and Christian Rodlin. Solid midfielders, this from the US team. Aronson forward, Ariola, Matthew Hop, good forward to Ricardo Pepe, Tim Weir, Zardes. So these two teams, these two teams look like they're almost evenly matched. But Jamaica's firepower in terms of up front, because you have well Jamal Lowe, Antonio Roof, then you have Bobby Reed in the mix of things. Two good teams, two very, very, very good teams. Two good teams. All right, for the persons, it seems that way. Nocti. That's from what I'm seeing. But for me, people, for me, let me explain the absent Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant cannot travel to the United States. The same reason Ravel Morrison cannot enter the United States. You understand? So that might be the challenge there. That might be the challenge. But I mean, it's a pretty decent. I see two decent squad. You understand? I see two pretty decent squad. And say Ian is saying the same thing that I was alluding to earlier. We have three right backs, but and well we have a CDM in Akka, Ian. That's an issue. And the issue why we have the CDM issue is because Grant cannot go to US, right? But the only problem I'm seeing with that, Ian, is Taxi alone on the left. Fisher, all right, why not carry another solid left back with Taxi rather than, having, even though Fisher and Brown can play both sides of the defense. So let's take that into consideration. Yeah, man, it's a good team on paper, but when you go into the nitty gritty of it, J Web, I did mention that, man. For persons who are just coming on, I did mention that it definitely needs a little balance. Yeah, because of the defensive line that I'm seeing. The middle of the park is going to give us problems again. But when you look at US midfielders, so the list of midfielders for US, Kellen Acosta, Tyler Adams, Busio, Latore, Liget, Weston McKinney, Musa. Whoa, whoa, wow. That's all I can say. So we're gonna have a little challenge and battle there going on in the middle of the park. Yeah. Um, I'm seeing us with a strong defensive unit, and I'm seeing us with a potent attack. You know what I mean? Somewhat potent, if you ask me. But Stewart, I think Stewart is still injured. Andrew Nicholson Smith, Stewart is still injured. Jordan Cousins, for personal reasons. Um, Grant cannot go to the United States. Kevin Stewart is fit. That's not what I heard, Ian. Lambert is fit. Oh, Blair got no, I don't know why. I think the wingers would be Flemings and Lowe. Flemings and Lowe. And I think I'm not sure if they're gonna use Roof on one of the wings. But when you look at it, so when you try to go through it, because we're going to try and put um hold on. Why? Hmm. Well, apparently, I think we spoke about more. More said he was ready. Pinnock had a hip injury, and they said that they're not certain when he'll be back, but he's there. So I mean, I tell you. But the team, when you go through it position by position, you see a little semblance of unbalanced or imbalanced, so to speak, or malaligned. You know what I mean? So if oh, I guess the coach no one can nobody knew Ian. It looks so because trust me, this Near, what's up? No, Near, jump off. Channel Star. What's up, Near?
I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Um, you know what? My earpiece, I thought it was connected, but apparently not. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that looked fake to me.
They say this is a fake team. I hit up on the screen, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's why we're up on the line.
All right, cool. Oh, I'm on the live. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, man. You're live on there, man.
All right. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, man. It's yeah, man. I say, Daniel Williams is a prank team.
Yeah, you know what? Apparently it's been circulating. If it is, if this is the team, it don't look like a bad team at all. I would be pleasantly surprised. Um, you know, uh, although there are some mentionable absences, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any Stewart in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any outright CDM, so of course that frightens me.
Mm-hmm.
I
One.
remember the experience when we saw all the big names versus Panama,
Mm-hmm.
and then them steamroll us. So a part of me hopes this is not the whole story.
Mm-hmm. And when you look at it, Neo, one left back, albeit Powell and Fisher are flexible, but it's one out and out left back in taxi. You have Powell, Fisher, and Brown, three right backs.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, well, so
And
that's a
then
good.
in the middle of the park, you have DJ, Speedy, Haka, which is Javon Watson. So to
Right.
me, I would think DJ and Speedy might start and Bobby Reed in front of them.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't know how he can go there with just one left back, right? I mean, Taxi, of course, is our senior, most experienced left back. But if something happened to him, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Some people say that Javian Brown can play on both sides. Also.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess you could look at that and say, well, that's coverage right there.
And Taxi
Um,
can play over there as well.
right. So
But when I mention it though, I'm making mention of um, the fact that he's the only out and out left back. Those are if even if they can play both, one would have been their preferred side. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So any side they go on, which is not their preferred side, is still makeshift. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
it is a situation, and this US midfield is very solid, very solid. Let me read the names again: Kellen Acosta, Tyler Adams, Busio, that gave us a lot of problems at Gold Cup, Torre, Sebastian Leggett, Weston McKennie is back. You have Yunus Musa and Christian Roldan. Pretty decent midfielders. So I mean, Oh boy. I know that our defense is solid, but we are kind of top heavy in terms of the forward line. So it is gonna be a stretch again. Are we? Is this deja vu? Are we gonna be seeing the long balls bypassing the midfield again? Oh my word!
Yeah, I mean that is a question, coach. You know, this, as I said, it's eerily. Um, it reminds me of, as I said, the Panama deficiencies that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so in my book, until we get it from the official source, I'm still going to hold out hope that we will
No,
have at least one CDM in there.
it's the official squad, man.
This is official squad. You know that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, man.
So I'm just in denial then.
It looks so. It's not a prank, Neil. It's
Um,
not a prank. It's not a prank. I'm wondering if they're going to try and play three at the back. I'm wondering against a US team. So more pin up and low, taxi and Powell. And then you have DJ and Aka. No, DJ and Speedy. Then you have Bobby Reed. And then probably Roof and Antonio starting. Or Boza.
that's just crazy.
Yeah, man.
I, coach, the I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't seem no
Oh,
Hector. I mean, would they start Haka?
I doubt they would, but trust me, he has been putting in a whole lot of work. A whole heap of work, and that rum belly that we saw the last time, it possible would have disappeared.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Um, and as you say, if they play three at the back,
Yeah, if there's a three at the back, it probably would have been a
three
formidable.
five, 3-5.
Yeah, 3-5-2. I think that would be the best bet with the players that are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Players that are there. That's the route I would go.
It worries me because when I look at the US squad,
Mm-hmm.
I I see that they're coming for or they're targeting our weakness, which is the mid.
Mm-hmm. Which is a midfield.
So they're definitely targeting it, and you know, so to me, in terms of tactics, it seemed to me to, you know, uh, I don't want to say it, but it seems like it might be a blunder unless the coach have some tricks up his sleeves. Um,
He must have a plan in it. But to me, um, I would say that the 3-5-2. But then again, so I think somebody said in the comment section they can't switch it up right here. You know what I mean? Big up the Shutter or Erudite Squad. Big up the Shutter. Katarak, what's up?
The bomb boycott, I
Yeah, the
can
pan boycott. Nah,
mm,
man.
I
You
can
can't boycott nothing, man.
I can still my can't
Can't.
support can't support foolishness, brother. You cannot as fan we have to demonstrate our displeasure. Correct. We have spaces in the squad, we have people who are performing and they cannot get a look at.
So even something,
Coach,
the youngster there, Fahim Paris, he has been doing pretty well.
over there in Slovenia,
Yeah, what can he do to get a look in?
right? Um, I'd have thought that with Bailey injured, um, Paris would have been a shoe in. That's number one. But I mean, I'm not trying to pick a squad for the coach, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, big up the coach. It's his responsibility. So anything you want to do.
Well, I
But,
think Leon Bailey would have been replaced by Jamal Lowe.
so yeah, tell me, say if Leon Bailey was fit, there'd be no Jamal. These are the questions we have been asking. Because for me, Jamal Lowe in the team, these are the balancing questions. But let me say, we have a EFH. I'm there for no EFH. No East, no Hacker, and no Fisher. Can't work. Man, for spending $100, brother. No. Can I work, coach? These are the things, though, that I'm saying. They need explanation.
Yeah,
You need a press conference.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Don't want everybody drop nothing in the middle of the night like a tidbit.
Hey.
Like when I have a notice. So, here's my thing. I am sympathetic in the CDM matter. Right?
But it's surprising, don't know Cataracta people are called for Hector.
No, I understand what people call for Hector because you have to give Jack his jacket.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give Jack his jacket. But again, I say, I don't question a coach because that is his job. What I can do is I can nobody participate in the effort. You understand? Me participating in that. So big up to the team. I hope everybody is remains fit over the weekend. But I certainly cannot see the following. I cannot see how an error-prone right back who has been responsible, found guilty in any court of football for the 3 goals, right? How he gets. It's not like it's not like he was the last player picking. It's not like me scratching and I say, boy, I put in Fisher and I think. You understand? It's like it's well thought out. I can't figure that one out. I can't figure out how a forward who then misses an open goal in the few minutes he has gets a recall. And then finally, a CDM who is not, and I repeat, and the CDMs in the Premier League, the Jamaica Premier League, are average. And Haka is not, there are 9 clubs, coach. There are 9 clubs. I'm more have a reasoning about them, maybe in a Friday show about the local CDM. I don't know them all, right? But do some research and we'll list the 9 of them and we'll see where Haka dropped in that 9. The only surprise that I have, coach, I tell you God the truth, is I'm not say Luca leave it on the squad. Cause I almost like I said the thing, though. Play bad for Jamaica and you will be rewarded with consistency. You know how to do that. Who that you have at the bottom? So Jamal Lowe reaching the defense, sir. Coach, you have Jamal Lowe in the defense, you know. Coming like you and move like Tapper to hill. I play the ball about the position. Right? King from Cavalier. Even though I don't think he's the best central defender, right? But you call him into 2 squads, he doesn't take the field, and then he gets dropped. For what reason? So why was he there in the first place? Nothing changed. Yes, Liam, he's having a tougher moment. No, Ian Johnson, me not in twos. May I cancel my, may I look forget about my Southwest Mines right now. Pagan, I remain to see. I will support the team sitting alongside the coach, my good friend Simon Preston, Reggae Boyz commentary. That's what I'll be doing. That's what I will be doing. Coach, you're muted though.
No, I'm saying this team is even hard to pick for me.
What did I must hard to pick? This reminds me of this reminds me of the this reminds me of the Gold Cup squad when it dropped. Because most of them have a big problem. No, Pinnock on the left.
No, no Pinnock ever start.
You don't think Pinnock is going to start?
No one him ever start.
Brother of mercy. Not a madness personified. Pinnock has to start.
But then now start. Who am I gonna start over?
They are more.
More.
I mean, you take the Premier League defender any day.
Yeah, but well, that's why I think when we start thinking like
And,
you that
and, and, and he's taller. He's taller. You have Matthew Happe. We'd have to remember what happened to us the last time. And no, well, for me, I would put Mikel Antoni on the right side and play.
Boys in the middle.
No, play Kemaru through the middle. But I suspect knowing Coach Whitmore, it would be both. It could no man. The right side for Mikel Antoni. Right way. He's a right-sided player.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Yeah. But look, the problem with that is that they're going to run through the middle of the park. That's really the problem. That's really we have tried with these three midfielders. You know, they don't complement each other. They do not complement each other.
Oh boy, Wolves are gonna run through this stuff.
No, they don't complement each other.
A matter of fact, people may not stay long on this now because if you stay long, never have problem.
Make the people and tell me.
I want to rate that team of people.
That team
I want to rate that team.
That team have a problem. And we know that the coach going to start Boz and bench Roof, right? We just tell you that up front and Bowl, right?
No, but this
it's our little, unless they said it's our little thing.
Yeah, man, this is our team, man.
But look at how FM data rate the squad. Cause them there, what's the rating of FM? Let me see the gas.
13.
13 out of 20.
Attacking 13, defending 15. The defense are the strongest. Technical 12, mental 12, physical 13, speed 13.
So it's just an above average side. But you have to look up top, you know. When they say 3-star, what score them give it above that?
6.4. I'm telling you, I have 6.
No one. 64. So the average is an average team. Let us try. So our team is 64, right? Let us try to look at how
we get 120 current availability. Current ability. 124 out of 200.
124, not too much. All right. So let me make sure I get this right. I don't want to tell a lie on the body. All right. So our thing is 64 and 124. I will have 13, 13, 15, 12, 13, 12 again, 13, and 13. All right. Cool. And average age 27. All right. Good. All right. Drop in Tapa's thing now. It should be Boza in the middle instead of Roof. And
Or he,
Liam,
or he might make Flemo start over Jamal.
oh, jeez, one please. No, he has never made Flemo start.
Okay.
He did Flemo start against Costa Rica?
No. Yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah, man, him start on.
God.
You know the technical ability gone down to 11.
Hold on, man. All right, put Flemo in. Put Flemo in. Let's follow the coach. Let's follow the coach. I'm never change up my squad with one bit. And then
He
I
gone
think.
down to 51
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I think the coach will start Tyreek McGee
over Bobby.
over Bobby. And Liam Moore over Pinnock.
That's why they leave him first.
No, man. I wanted to get overside and I want to look at it. All right, now. Talk to me now.
So the mental strength
No,
gone
man.
down.
The old score, the overall score. What the overall
51
score?
it dropped to.
It's still a 51. All right. And the potential ability.
1 out of 200.
No.
And the current ability,
Current
117 out of 200.
117. And we did have 124.
Hold on, you know, say, are the player beside them did that grade?
No, man. Mm-mm.
No, the first one, let me tell us, 64. It was the player beside they were grading.
Okay,
So
we'll put back. No, man, we'll put back our side. We'll put back our side. Don't worry. Was it overall is 13? Attacking is 13. What else happened? Defending
Defending
still at 15.
Technical and mental drop to
11.
11. Physical and speed remains.
13 and 13. All right. Go back to our side now.
But hold on, I have a question. Will he start Liam Moore? I mean, doesn't Liam Moore have a little niggle?
So does Pinnock.
Mm-hmm.
They both have niggle.
Point here.
Unless you say you're going to start Mariappa. At which point then no, I wouldn't do it that bad. I give some ratings. But he might look at the Costa Rica game and say, Mariappa, what do you think, coach?
Mariappa did well. In my
He might think. But let's drop our thing and see what the people. We can't see the comment section. But put back Kemal Roof through the middle, Shamar. And put Jamal for Junior Flemings.
Hold on. So lower right there, so.
Yeah, Jamal Kemal Roof. And I want to congratulate Mikel Antonio and Kemal Roof for accepting the call up. You know? I know it wasn't a pleasant first round. We didn't even leave Tyreek McGee. I would even leave Tyreek McGee.
Okay. Put in Pinnock.
And I will put in Pinnock. But Tyreek McGee and I said I mash up myself, you know. Tyreek mash up the technical.
Technical and mental still remaining level.
No,
potential ability.
No, the potential thing there. Hold on, something right. Because we didn't. Something right. Alright, change McGee to Bobby Reed, that's what happened. But I just want to make sure so we don't have to start it all over again. Because I want to get a good comparison for us to see what FMD to have its own
it carry the current ability to 124. See everything gone up back there. So Bobby Reed makes a huge difference.
So Tyreek McGee make a huge problem. Shatter I want to go for FM data and cost them every review. Yeah, that's bad. So what that give us now, coach? One, we gone up to one. Our current ability is still 124. Yeah. And 13, 13, 15, technical 12, mental 12. Right? So this according, and remember this, we know that this is a game thing, but this is an algorithm. That's the important thing that people understand. So it's just one way of assessing it. So based on that algorithm of all thousands of players in the world, this squad is only 124 out of 200, which is less than 60%. Neil, you have the maths?
Sorry, I'm not even following. No, I am. See, I'm just dumbfounded here.
Yeah, that way, man.
So,
Everybody said the team unbalanced. Everybody said.
you know what? I want to just.
It is malaligned. That's the term I'm using.
Malaligned.
Here's a radical idea.
So I want to hold on. No, I want to do one more thing. I want to do one more thing. Take out Albus Powell and put in Javian Brown.
We're not gonna find Brown, remember?
Oh, God. All right, fine. Leave it. No, it's not gonna mess up.
It's gonna mess up.
It's not gonna mess up.
Oh, somebody reminding us, Qatar, that football is not played on FM data.
No, it isn't. But FM data has an algorithm that measures current ability and measures those things. These things are not made up, you know. These people spend millions of dollars, millions of dollars on hours, and getting all kinds of pieces of data. That's why it's called data from around the world. Because this is about betting, you know. You understand, coach? So this is what helps people to bet and gamble. So you think gambling people, if you are talk foolishness, you think anybody will come by your side?
Shut up. I know you're going to use disproportionate, but a malalign may use.
So I want to just try something and just want to try something. Can you replace Devon Williams with Anthony Grant and Daniel Johnson with Kevin Stewart? I want to see what that will do. Maybe I have a find about the one that made was I'm putting it in as you know. By the way, Carl and Grant Jamaican is on fire for West Bromwich Albion. But I guess scoring goals means you cannot be even looked at by the JFF. Once you score.
Somebody log in Qatar. Somebody weak in other 2 man you put in.
Somebody weak or happened?
Yeah, Grant weak.
To make Grant.
Score drop.
Score drop to what? No, it's still stay at 124. Current ability.
Yeah, I just the technical ability.
Technical ability
yeah. Grant with the 53.
So what's the individual things on it? Oh, we don't play the
53
individual.
for Grant, 56 for Stewart.
So 53 for Grant and 56 for Stewart. And up front, what we're looking at?
Up front, we have 65 for Roof, 70 for Antonio, 64 for Lowe, 64 for Bobby Reed.
So the weak link they would say is Anthony Grant, which is understandable at 34, and Alvas Powell.
No man, Alvas they above.
Alvas they are 58.
Alvas they above the 2 CDM.
The 2 CDMs. So it has weak defensively.
And that's why it dropped the technical
ability. Yeah, but that's understandable because those are not technically gifted players. They are more hard men. They're more gritty. And Anthony Grant is up in age, so I understand that.
But me hear Teddy Lee say use Mariapa or Liam Moore at CDM. Serious, Teddy Lee?
Go right.
You see the US defenders them? Midfielders them? Anyways, gentlemen, I not staying on here all night because we have this shut-out weekend again.
No, but what is it? Go ahead.
Coach,
Dre,
where
Dre, what you say
200
about the team? Yeah? Go ahead,
all
Dre.
all destination leads to coaches just no. 200 people over here watching tuning in the court. You know, so the people cut off the thing and so the people then got in bed for early.
200 quad. Coach, this is the quadruple treat. As a matter of fact, this is the octagon. This is the octarian. Come up right there every night till next Thursday, coach. And that me, I tell you. You
Yeah.
understand? So get a good divorce lawyer. You understand?
The,
And buy the ladies
the
some roses and chocolate. God.
coach, just
Yeah.
remember fan base stretch from Yasuo go Europe and back at Japan and Egypt and
Yeah, man. The whole works Africa and them place there. Well,
All right,
Egypt and Africa.
people that
so
hours at the time zone are tuning to
Mm-hmm.
coaches. I look forward to our opinion, isn't it? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving people that want coach.
But give us your opinion on the squad, Dre.
So once I see the squad, a number of things were surprising to me. First thing stand out was Pinnock in the side. I thought Pinnock have a serious injury.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say a bunch of strikers, about 6 strikers I'm counting at the side. Because Jamal Lowe is playing striker for him club right now. Now play a wing or midfield, nowhere else but striker. I'm a come on. Whenever I get a minute or two, actually, because I'm not really playing regular.
A 6 striker.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 6 strikers I'm counting. And then they say right back heavy again. Why are we going
Mm-hmm.
with right back? Is it to make sure some players are in the team? That's why we're making sure we have 2 right backs because Saxon needs some help on the left hand. So we're going to force Saxon to play 3 games again in that space of time. But I expect a Lee or a Bell for coming in. You know. Whenever I expect to shine on none of the side them, but somewhere, somehow, shape or form, only to shine at the team again. That was surprising. And then CDM, Watson is the only out and out CDM in the team. A 37-year-old Watson will play how many games for the club in the JPL this season. No matter if my workout and I just on shape, getting himself into shape. It's not much shape or football.
But I will say this though. The coach will tell you that he has worked with Haka before and he is a proven individual who play out him art.
but
You
coach,
understand? Plus,
coach,
who else would he bring?
so coach.
Ah, go
Hold,
on, Papa.
hold on. So the coach could also say that he played in his playing career with Peter Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
And so do we put Peter Cargill's name in a squad and hope that
No,
his
come
luck
on, we
become
can't
part of
use
it?
speak.
No,
That's
I am
far
just
fetched.
telling you. I am just telling you. You are
Mm.
now going on. Jesus Christ. All right, Rudolph Austin then. Why does go
If,
full hog and call Rudolph Austin?
yeah, if we look at it that way, they're for real because in
Mm-hmm.
legs
Would have preferred that.
up with the mind frame, you know. So
I would go against that for real.
No,
I
but
think that
I understand that coaches have players that they trust.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's if you're having a birthday bash or a barbecue and you need some entertainment. Not in a my squad. Our
uh,
squad. It questionable. And the coach has to explain. And look, at the end of the day, 7 days from now or 8 days from now, at this time, we will have all the answers. All the
yeah,
answers. So the coach's back is against the wall, so I let him pick the players that he want to pick. You understand? But I have my point of view. And my point of view is that that is unadulterated crazy madness.
I
I
And
believe
I
that's
just
think
going to
want I
start
just want
very
to say
soon.
for the facts, I don't want people to come and I keep saying something to Jeff. You are trying to you spent the first 2 days, 3 days of this week, since Sunday to Tuesday, telling us that you're broke and don't have no money. These are the kinds of squads that you know what they do? They ensure that corporate Jamaica puts the money in a safe and change the combination on the safe in case anybody in the company fool I would want to sponsor JFN. This is not a squad to inspire. So I stand accused if Jamaica goes out and gets a 2-love or a 1-love victory in the United States and be the biggest dopey bat, that's fine. But I say to you that we are at war and the enemy them get some new gun from Haiti and we gone to country for a man with a rusty machete. And the machete not even sharp and bevel.
Cataract, why do you have to always use those analogies?
Because
Inciting
what I can
violence.
I can come with the machete, it not bevel.
Yeah,
It
but
was shine,
cat,
it
but
not using
cataract.
almost 2 years.
You
Because Jamaica
use the
and this,
footballing term, them man.
you
Coach,
want to
can we
get
go
this
back
on?
to top? Can we go back to
Okay,
top of possible team?
we're going to go back to Tapas possible team. Put them back in. Put Hacker in. Because he obviously has come to do something.
No, I don't think him gonna start after.
I don't think he's going to start Hacker.
Uh-uh.
But there's no point that it's possible that we're going to be ahead in this game. Right? So we will always be trying to chase to get a result.
Well,
Yes,
Coach, let me ask you a question. In terms
Mhm.
of balancing the team, right? In terms of balancing the team, it seemed to me that Haka is the only, he's the odd character out, and he's the only one there that would make any sense as a possible. I don't want to say make sense. I don't want to say make sense, but in Tapa's mind, right? And he's been getting individual attention, we're told, from JFF staff while he's been training. One of the coaches. If him put Devon Williams and Tapa in the middle of and Watson in the middle of the park, right? And then put DJ there, right? Listen, it don't make sense to me, but that's the only desperate move.
Look here, Neil. I understand what you said, but look here. If you put DJ up here, so right?
No, you can play. Try three.
And Watson the right here, so because me now find Watson. Something now pick him up.
Why?
Surprise.
Pick him up.
No, but this is a man that play.
No,
find
him now. No, they're not. No result.
Them dropping them retire, man.
Them think him retire. So look here. If Watson come right here, so seeing the only logical thing with me is saying the problem is that they're going to have issues making changes. You understand? So what they'd have to do if Aka boss and need to be replaced, they have to replace him with Bobby Reed. So you put back DJ here, so and then you put Bobby Reed right in his rightful position. So Aka would have come off. But I don't think he will start him because he wants insurance just in case they are leading and he wants somebody to stand up in front of the defense.
We will not lead. How do you go into a game against the USA on USA soil with the understand that you will be leading? You're going to be chasing the game and hoping to get a draw or hoping to get a goal on a counter attack.
Qatar, do you think that the Panamanian team was thinking that way?
Well, they certainly changed their mind after 1 minute and their formation and their approach.
Do you think he will start Andre Gray instead of Roof?
No. No, he doesn't like Andre Gray. I don't think he likes Roof any better. I think he starts Shamar Nicholson. That's who I think he'll start.
I hear differently still. I heard the initial argument of Roof not getting a call back. But I got information that Roof was one of them who played like a Jamaican. Real Barnyard Jamaican. I don't want that statement to be misunderstood.
Yeah, well, please make us understand it. Clarify.
With guts?
He's talk from what I heard is that Kemar Roof would have been playing like a man that was born in Jamaica and developed in Jamaica and go all out.
Okay. So
like a Kimar Taxi Lines, like a Damian Lowe.
So I want to say to you that I'm interpreting that statement. I'm assuming that you got the statement. He played like a Jamaican. To me, he misses the ball, and he has poor first touch, lose the ball, Right. Maybe they meant that. But if you want to working hard, yeah, he worked harder than he worked, but he doesn't work harder than Gray. Gray works very hard.
I mean, Gray hold up the ball, right? And Gray and
Very
Jamal
well,
Lowe
yeah.
score on the United States before. So, I mean, all respect to Kemar Roof, I think he's a better striker than Gray, but in terms of the purposes, I'm assuming we're going to
No, probably you
counter
can't
attack.
say defensive. Well,
Don't want somebody hold up the ball and lay it off.
That's
Gray,
the one. Duckland Senate. That's the one. That's the player.
See, boss, find back him spot. We forgot to one hyphen in him name.
Right? I feel same with that. I mean, to me, it would
but
have make more sense to start
the
Gray.
squad lose three points. It's up to 121.
And this man come in with 49, but he man speedy at 49. So anyway, take it to the bridging. With midfield is weak, Anybody you put in, Kevin Stewart, Anthony Grant, Devon Williams, Javon Watson.
Well, 49 is different than 57 or 56. I mean, 49 is below 50.
But if you're making comparison with all the members of the team,
No, the defensive
that area.
The defensive
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, sorry, coach. I'm just a bit confused by the whole squad. So people who say that we mustn't get any more people, we need a defensive midfielder.
Oh, and you would have to change out Pinnock too, right?
Yeah, we have to change out Pinnock to
Right,
Liam Moore.
because some more.
Cataract.
The boss.
Owen some for drop him when I see them there. I really drop him.
All right, no, it could be a star. What is show? What everyone see CVM coach? You sure
CVM.
football we are gonna watch? Or you sure we are Fat Farm? You know the one with it?
CVM.
Yeah, man.
Much years I'm gonna watch that channel, brother.
Fat Farm, man. With
all I know.
I try lose 50 pounds in a month.
With this US midfield cataract, we in problems. Let me name them again. Kaelin Acosta. Tyler Adams.
Let us some of the man will know the US thing. We could try put up the US team and see how they are rated.
It did it up already, Oh,
put them on the thing. Put them on the board. Put them on the board.
What the goalkeeper name?
They don't know that side.
Zach Stefan.
Some US people, man. The man over there in America. Tell me the player them. Me and Savre, you know nothing about this up there.
Hard to pick that cataract. You know why?
I don't.
Hard to pick that because we're not gonna know the three person them are gonna use plus formation.
No man, that's what I said. We can go from the Gold Cup. What did they use in the Gold Cup? What did they use in their last match?
I don't recall.
No, maybe not offside. We can't tell them, man.
I'm trying to see.
What's the last match that they played? Who normally give it position? Oh, coach, you know, say you're very depressed, you know, coach. You know that.
Virgin side, I don't want the labor this side, honestly.
No, the labor. That's why we move on to the up one, then, coach.
I tell you, say.
Why my machine works so slow?
If I drop the squad there to your coach. But we don't know them.
You don't know.
So JPS looks like him as an average USA fan. Because I see him put Ray not even being as a squad there, me and USA.
Wayne Swire, you just forward, man. We try back to you already.
Give me one of them player there. One of them player name. Happy. Try to find the last game. Matthew Happy. I'm not sure which game he played the last time. Mallorca. Happy.
Not Happy.
Alright, so he played.
Them play 4-3-3. Alright, let's see if we can find the 4-3-3.
Game this now. We can't find it over here. USA versus Mexico. after extra time. What am I talking about? The first of the 8th, 2021. USA they beat Mexico? Oh, that a Gold Cup. Oh, the Gold Cup. No matter about Gold Cup. Gold Cup. And let me look at what them did on the Gold Cup.
See, man, the name that I find. Zach Stefano, that be goalkeeper. Oh, him this. Alright. Now put Uya some more.
Yeah, 4-3-3. Them consistent. So Zach Stefan, they have in the thing that they play Matt Turner, they now play him. Yeah, sir.
Matt Turner in a defense? No, I'm not there.
No, in a goal. I'm not there in a goal.
Him dead, but Zach Stefan are normally number one.
Okay, alright. Go on with the team. Go on with the match. No, I'm not there.
But look for Brooks and
Brooks in the center. Brooks out after man.
Brooks and
what kind of Brooks name? What his name?
John Brooks.
Best player, right?
And Tim Reed.
Sergio Des.
And then Des out from the other side.
But then can't find this.
Yeah, man, they must find this one.
Des with a T, DST.
So you mean them a change up the goalkeeper? Because in a coach, in the last game of them playing, Matt Turner them have been goal enough. In the last World Cup qualifier.
I know them a change up away.
No man, Matt Turner them goalkeeper. Me looking at lineup again. Coach Matt Turner.
I'm dead man. Tell me defender now.
Defenders.
John Brooks Shopmore.
John Brooks and Miles Robinson. You know, hold on, let me look. If him still
right back at this.
Right back at this.
Left back at Robinson.
Oh, Sir Gino Des. Oh,
Sir Gino Des. So them change up. But it's Miles Robinson and John Brooks are the two central defensive midfielding period. Them carry from the last thing. I don't know if they're still in the side, coach.
Hold on. Who?
Miles Robinson and John Brooks are the central defensive back.
You say Antoine Robinson. When they find Miles. Miles there.
Miles Robinson. So Matt Turner, the goalkeeper, Miles Robinson, and John Brooks. Yeah, that's the belly.
But yeah, you hear me? It's supposed to give me an headache in the night. So when I start to put midfield. So now jump off. But now.
Where you jump, brother?
Who play the left back for them?
Are you there in America?
Who play the left back for them?
Left back.
Come on.
We have a left back, Dre. Let me tell you what I look at. We have a left back, Dre.
Is it
Ream? Tim Ream.
Okay.
They use 3 different left back.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they use 3 different left back, coach. So
put 3. Not the most consistent.
Left back. Them have Mark McKenzie. You have a Mark McKenzie.
McKinney and Adams in the midfield.
You have a Mark McKenzie, coach?
Yeah.
A Mark McKenzie. A Mark McKenzie start the last game at left back. And then win 4-1. So I think them all change that. Them are probably going to bring in Serginho. Wait, Serginho Des. Well, it's 2 left back there. 2 left back they use, coach. They had Anthony Robinson against Canada in the 1-1 draw. And then Mr. Mark Robinson. So the next name the way you call brother.
West Tony.
So far. I'm gonna try to get everything.
See, that's why I have no use to helping you pick this US side, man. You don't
know them.
No, I don't know them. I don't rate them, man.
I'm them to brown dog. We have played them, you know. England Revolution, Matt Turner. My boss and everything. World Cup qualifier, El Salvador 0-0 draw. Must see order the lineup there so. Then they play Sergio and this at left back. So they use 3 different left back coach. So I don't know. Then they use DeAndre Yedlin. Then they have. So I go with the last one, coach. That left back, the last left back. So I tell you how them line up last time, and you was telling me them players still the coach. Mark Robinson, left back, and then we have Tyler Adams as right back. But I think I'm going to put Sergio in this. Is there a midfield now, coach?
Hold on. Tyler Adams is not in the team.
Tyler Adams is not in the team.
So Dessa.
No, that's what I'm saying. Dessa got played. Right.
All right. So we're in the midfielder now.
No, that James Sand in the defensive midfield.
James Sand.
Yeah.
Him not there.
Him
So
not there.
McKinney are gonna do that.
Hold on, let me tell you the lineup for them. We have
I think Boosie and Legit are going.
No, they have Tyler Adams. They don't know, but anyway, I'm not gonna see. When them play else,
Acosta.
change up.
Acosta is
No
there.
man, hold on. In the defensive midfield, it's Tyler Adams. Them using now. When you use Tyler Adams one time as the captain, you say he's not in the side.
Yeah, I'm there.
So where would they have him? One stuff. All right.
Hey, what I think so when you says Eddie can pick US team in man.
Yeah, but them switch it up. Them switch it up.
This man no play nothing solid, Virgin, where you can figure them out.
Right. So look up on it. Let me just look on the game that for Honduras. I'm gonna tell you. So there are 3 in midfield, right? They had Sands, then they had Acosta on the right, and George Bello on the left of the midfield.
But them have Acosta
on the right, and George Bello on the left.
That's right. Sands in the middle.
Sands in the middle.
what kind of Acosta name?
Kellyn, Kellyn.
And on the left is who?
George Bello.
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 Pulisic not going to be there.
Pulisic is not there, right? And they said Josh Sargent not there either?
No, I don't think either of those two are there.
No, he's not there.
Right. Okay, so they have Ricardo Pepe as the main striker. Ricardo Pepe.
Pepe.
Alright. Well, when they started, coach, they had Jordan Sibachu. You know that player there?
He's not there, so.
He's not there. And then drop him. Alright. Well, alright. So they have Reina. Reina not in the side. Okay. They have La Fuente. Conrad de La Fuente.
No.
Alright, hold on. Then change all them striker head coach. So might be Happy and Pipi.
I must say 3, you know.
Yeah, so might be Happy.
Hop.
Hop. Who else are them striker? Cause them do have Pulisic, them do have Sargent. So I have to go back to the USA game.
May I put Boosie there, sir? Or Zardes?
I don't know. People tell me. They have Sibachu, or they have Brendan Aronson.
Yeah, Aronson is there.
Yeah, put Aronson to the right.
Left, may I put him?
No man, to the right. Right, on the right side. Kind of score a goal in the opening game.
Brendan Aronson.
Yeah, in the score against Canada. Brendan Aronson on the right, number 11.
But look, for them on a 117 technical men.
How that look now? What that who now?
You know, this a team are not good. Now McKinney alone have 75.
No, but what's Sands there?
Sands
Supposed to be in defensive midfield.
Sands in the team.
Is Sands in the American team?
No. Till you say McKinney I go run this 75 McKinney work the same man.
He never in nothing. Sands are play there all the time. And there's no Sebastian Leggett.
Yeah, him there. Him can't start over McKinney.
If you start in Canada.
So McKinney never did it.
No. All right. So how it look to me? I will see this thing I roll out. No, but
that team a week and a half to it. So on the right team this will pick.
But this are the team that roll out against These are the team that roll out against Honduras 4-1 basically, you know.
Yeah, but
somebody except Pape wasn't in the team, but they had Pulisic and Reina.
You see once McKinney there in the team, him have to do the sitting there. McKinney have to start over Adams. That's what me say.
Okay, Reds Crossing. Tell us what is the team then. Tell us what's the team, Red Crossing.
I think they're gonna start Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams, where are starting?
Where McKinney is?
Yeah, because he's been their player of choice. He's been really the outstanding player for them lately.
66 to M1 they were in drop sitting too. McKinney is the man. This team
is the man.
Based on this
Adams
data,
and McKinney. So football from yard. Where would you play Adams and McKinney?
Unless a double pivot them are gonna use it, so.
Well, Alex there. Alex know this team.
And a
4-3-3. Ballo don't. Hey, Virgin, man, take out that team off our screen.
Bella don't start. Look here, Kaim, coach. We don't want people come just make some comment. We don't talk foolishness. Bella started against Honduras in the
last game they play.
The last game they play. Someone just come and just throw out something on the board like the whole of our football does. No, if you tell me say them are gonna make a change, and tell me say them are make a change. So if you think Bello now gonna start, then put take out Bello or take out.
Which squad you send me, Marlon? Can we have the US squad, you know?
Go on to start in 11, brother.
I start in level 1.
Which Taylor will start? I have to tell you, I want to know them enough.
I think Taylor will start. I'm check if Taylor and I.
They will not recall McKinney and Benson. Bello won't start though. At least I don't think Bello will start. But then take out Bello and put what are you then saying?
I think it means
Tyler Adams.
Tyler Adams. That's what they mean by Taylor. I think that's what I'm talking
about.
Put
Tyler Adams instead of Bello and bring back McKinney in the center then.
No, then say McKinney I 8, you know. And something that is 6.
Well then
and Adams at the 6.
Well take out Bello and put McKinney then.
McKinney played today, right?
Like them have more problem now.
Because we don't know a team, that's why it looks so. So that's why I think.
But they are consistent with their 4-3-3 though, coach.
Well, coach, and let me just say this. You know, regardless of what the numbers say and the data score and all of that stuff, you know, there is credence to the team playing together and getting a result and knowing each other and the chemistry. So, you know, even though the numbers might go down,
I don't like it.
That team that played Honduras was a pretty good team for them. So I see him sticking close to that.
So me not really trust this data. And as you say, Qatar, it is for the gamblers. And I don't think we are picked based off of that.
Well, say the truth. I mean, this is just fun, you know, coach. We must have somebody act like we are the US coach.
Like how we say we are give ourselves a hard task to try and pick this US team.
Act like we are gonna get the 100,000 US next week. a week. The coach in USA.
So
We have to
the
try a
question
thing
is,
and make the thing spicy and you know what I
the
mean?
question is who for me, right? The kind of toughness that is going to be required against Kellen Acosta, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't say, look, no disrespect to DJ, but DJ don't have the defensive creds that is required. And no disrespect to Speedy, because Speedy will mark the space.
Somebody
I
think
don't
that
see
first.
that him have any other option than starting Haka, honestly. I mean, it would be madness to go there and not have some kind of
Ray,
backbone,
Raina and
some kind
Pulisic
of
are not
grit.
inside. Sorry,
But
Raja. Raina and Pulisic are not in the side.
they are
Would
injured.
that, to have some kind of grit in your midfield.
Big up yourself, LOL.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
laugh.
All right, the US fans. I don't know the team, so I'm gonna take it out. Me, I get so many, so many correction. Qatar, answer that
Don't
question.
worry, Owen. Wood will say is Grant injured? No, he's not injured. He's fully fit. He's not available for this match due to personal reasons.
All right, big up yourself, Eagle Republic. People, don't worry about the US squad on paper. Berhalter as a system. Tapper has zilch. Berhalter can feel the level rolling calf and still beat Tapper.
What's the name of the rolling cards? Tell us, please.
What them name? Them have name. But in truth and in fact still enough, you notice even when the US team had the MLS, quote unquote MLS players, they played well. They played like as a unit. They understood each other. So that's the difference. So
And this is not the only difference, coach. The other difference is that they have players who are playing in the role that they've always played in, and they don't have some kind of makeshift. Them have CDM, right back, left back. Them have people who play in the position, right? So them have chemistry, right? And them have, for want of a better word, they have the players filling the roles that should be filled. And not only is our side unbalanced, right? But we don't have no CDM in the team. And even if you want to play two CM box to box midfielder, right? None of the box to box midfielders that we have really have the grit that would be required to go and stand up in the middle of the park with these guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Tapa's plan is.
Neo, the problem is that, which is very critical. That's why I see them is important. There is not gonna be anyone unless them are going change, and I would love to see that change. No one is gonna sit as disciplined as Grant was in front of the defense. That made the difference, That made the difference, and that's the role of the CDM to cover the grounds in front, the defense. So you don't give the defense too much work. And because if they play the long ball, it is misdirected and it comes back in the middle of the park, then a CDM will be able to protect the defense rather than the defense will be under pressure again from a misdirected long ball. You know what I mean? So it is going. I'm going to want to see a Devon Williams playing a disciplined game.
Doesn't have that. Doesn't have that, coach. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the tackling ability. They were playing 180 plus 45 minutes. Alright? That's maybe 225 minutes. And only made one tackle
And Qatar,
in the three games.
my other concern is that the team is not good enough to hold the ball. to keep possession of the ball. That is a major concern in my estimation.
Absolutely, coach.
The ability to hold the ball, right? And this is where a player like Grant comes in. If you notice, I watched it back the Mexico game, the first half. Because I had to challenge 1-1 on another side. You know, the official Grant hater, the anti-Grant, the antichrist, 1-1. I watched the game, and in the first 10 minutes, he was fouled 4 times and then committed 1 foul, right? But each time he would get the ball and then he would turn his back to the player and shield the ball, picking up a foul. Just, I want to ask him about it. He's slowing down the game on purpose because the attacks were coming in such waves.
Mm-hmm.
His tactic was just to be able to get a breath so that everybody could just breathe. Just take 30 seconds and then deal with the free kick. You know what I mean? But just breathe because the attacks were relentless. That kind of what people call football IQ. I don't think Speedy has it. It's not in his genes, not in his football DNA. And I think the word you're looking for, near Soccer, is continuity.
Mm-hmm.
More than chemistry. They have a continuity which they play in the same way. So you just swap out the pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like a car you buy it's like you buy a used car part. Even if you say the part no good, or you buy a new part.
Plug and play.
Plug and play. It's plug and play. Right now we just playing and we're not plugging.
All right, look at this comment from Carson White. I think if we don't play a back five, play low at CDM, he's a hard worker and also compose with the ball at feet. Just need to work on passing. Now listen this Carson White. Listen carefully. The CDM position is not just to be all over the park. And that was Damian Lowe's issue. Because he did not, I don't believe he would have grasped the position as yet. Given more time, I do believe he could. However, the coach does not want to displace him. And so he's not going to experiment with him again in a competitive situation as this. Remember, you know, quote unquote, him job down the line, you know. So him rather use somebody will play the position rather than disrupt his defense. Damian Lowe is one of the heart of the defense, one of the heartbeat or one of the lungs, then so to speak. Yeah, and if you take out one of the lungs, yeah, give them more problem. Not to say that Moore and Pinnock can't play together, but we saw when they play together what transpired. 7 goals in 2 games. Not dissing them. I rate Ethan Pinnock. But you have to look at the combination. And that is the challenge. So we can't put Damian Lowe in an CDM. No. Damian Lowe, I got impossible, well, you know. He know if he tackle him this rough play, you know. But Damian Lowe, I got ball watch. Oh boy. Yeah.
So the ball watching is the thing. He doesn't understand the positional play that's required.
Yeah, so it allow him to ball watch. Right? So it allow him to ball watch. They chase the ball.
You know, I'm all for purity, coach, and I get what you're saying. But you know, I don't know. If it were up to me, I would consider it. And we have Pinnock and more around there. You know, I don't know. As I said before, I don't see how we don't have any midsection and expect to even come away from the game with a draw. Okay?
Neo, what I do, 3-5, pack him nigga, nullify, disrupt the players in the middle from the US. So you have to force them to go wide because the midfield is cramped. And although 3 are official, if I prefer who, You apparently you're just coming on this program, man. Me prefer who? I'm not the coach, and the coach prefers that player. No, but era leader, I understand what you're saying. No, you'd have better, and Neil probably said the same thing. Put Low in the midfield and tell him what to do. But I don't think he will do it. The Qatar, you think Damian Lowe will be that disciplined to start up in the midlife half?
No.
Remember, say you have to be fit, for the position,
He doesn't understand. A centre back don't have to run as much as a CDM, but he don't have to do a lot of running as Grant showed. But he doesn't have the IQ in that position.
Exactly.
He's going to try to go to ground and tackle, which means you have to get up back. And the time it takes you to get up back, you lose a valuable 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, man.
So, it can't work. Right now, with me on the coaches. You understand?
Thank you, Shutter. Thank you. Tell them who is my favorite.
So let me ask you guys a question. When in Haka's heyday, right? Was he playing as CDM?
Yeah, man. I think that's where he has been always. That coach has always played it.
And isn't it also true that Haka has had, several games versus the United States? And isn't it also true that out of the midfield contingent, meaning Speedy, DJ, and Reed, that like it or not, if he has the engine and the legs for the game, which is in question, obviously, but he's tough, right? He's gonna, he's gonna let those guys know that he's there in the midfield and be a presence. No, of course, that is all dependent, as I said, on the engine and the legs being there. He's been trying to do that, according to the reports. I am not advocating, right, that this is what we ought to do. All I'm saying is that a case can be made for starting him in that position to see, it's an experiment, but all we've been doing is experimenting. As far as Damian Lowe goes, I really and truly, under the current circumstances, I don't know if we can do a whole lot worse, right? So you could say Haka lacks the youth and the engine, but he has the experience. And the opposite of that is that Lowe has the youth and the engine, but him lack the experience.
All right, listen to this, Neil. Starting Aka, right? If you notice the last game, competitive game, he played about 3 or 4 minutes. Right? So starting Haka, would he be able, what would have been the objective for first half? Keep them out, moving into second half, you get a breather. What would he be able to fulfill the role of continuing for the next 45? And if he's doing well, and you're going to be making a change like what he did with Anthony Grant, aren't you going to weaken the middle of the park if he has been playing well throughout the say 60 minutes? You understand?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I agree with you.
And if you start DJ and Speedy and things not looking well, or things are looking well, you put Aka in it. Probably 60, give him a 30 minutes. Could he hold down the team? These are the questions I'm asking.
No, and they're very valid questions. All I'm saying is that based on what the team selection is, those are the questions that are being asked.
Exactly.
And so it's not only you asking.
Yeah.
It's not only you asking the question. This look like Tapa asking himself the same question you just mentioned.
I'm just presenting the scenarios based on the members that are there.
Yeah.
So a man that has not played many minutes under his legs, trust me. And you said that he played against USA before, but but he has gained some years, and the US would have shed some years. So these young youth are gonna run a riot. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a tough task, but we are supporting the team. Well, I'm supporting the team 100%. Win, lose our draw, no problem there. Win, lose our draw, may I support them. I just want to see how. Thank you, Marlon. Thank you, Marlon. And that's what I believe Damian Lowe will do. He will chase the ball when he should be in front of the defense. It's a tough man. I'm gonna put it back up on the screen.
Coach. Every time a squad come up, we just feel deflated, no?
Yeah, man.
But let's hope and pray that there are no injuries this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And that the players are fit.
Well,
let's hope for that. But I just want to talk about truth. I'd like to know the true reason why Kevin Stewart is not caught.
Yeah, because somebody said he played today, no?
I don't want people. He played. No, I don't think he said he played. He was in the match day squad yesterday.
Yeah, he was in the squad. Right?
Match day squad yesterday. I don't want people to come and tell lies. Man. Lies are for kids.
By the way, Mr. Speed is in the final of the.
Right, I didn't see his game. I watched the I thoroughly watched the Waterhouse versus Mount Pleasant game.
Big up yourself, Mr. Speed. That game will be on Saturday.
I watched. Did you watch the game? Because I didn't see it. Didn't come on. It didn't come on. They showed the sports box chose to show the Champions League.
Oh.
Yeah. So I want to watch the first game. Rather horrid affair.
Oh, we have to big up Bonnie Shaw. Bonnie Shaw got a hat trick for City.
Big up Bonnie Shaw.
Cataract. Shatter said adults tell a lot more lies than kids.
Maybe we can draft Bonnie Shaw into the team. Because she knows how to find the back of the net.
But she's not a CDM, and that's where we are wanted.
No, we have East, which means we still want to get a striker.
He doesn't have to start. He doesn't have to play. But we need a CDM.
We could make history. Who's a CDM for the Reggae Girls? Could probably call her up and make history. I don't know, man. This is just depressing.
But Coach, Coach Devon said that Stewart was going to be available.
He is available.
So it's just they decided not to call him up.
I'm wondering if because he's new at this stage of the competition, they don't want to chance. They don't want to use him as a new player. That's what I'm theorizing.
Yeah, that's
so when Demar Gray gets his passport, we're not going to call him because he's a new player.
Listen. I'm hypothetically theorizing.
No, but that's what I'm telling you. But I told Formula Sports Saturday when you had the problem on Formula and I think Neil, you were on with us Saturday. Yeah, and I told him, please don't try to interpret for the JFF. That's where you get yourself into trouble. Because you sound like the legal aid lawyers them for the one-man trial. There's just no explanation. Like, you try to mount a defense of the indefensible. Okay?
Shatter, they're not liars. They're
Kappa plea.
what you call them,
Probably the,
mendacious.
but just come tell me the truth, no man. Just tell me the truth. 'Cause look here, I want to for me check out the little ultra them from Blackpool, and then there was a man a train 1-2. You know, take nothing. You go on a little forum. Not the pocket
Hey,
ones.
coach, stop,
Anyway, in that world,
get to work on coach. Somebody said that, not in the chat, but a friend of mine just sent me a message saying that this team was based on all of the players who would agree to pay for their own tickets.
I'm sure Daniel Lewis did not pay for his own ticket from Egypt. What happened to Grant Trey Williams? We've been over this 100 times. He's not available for personal reasons. 6 likes to 150. People hit the like button now. Please and thank you.
Say that
This is
again,
the off day.
Neo, say that again.
That the team was picked based on the players who committed to pay for their own tickets to come to Jamaica and go to the United States. In other words, everybody you see on this list have agreed to pay their tickets, and those that you don't see on the list did not agree to pay the tickets, and that's the rationale behind the way the team was picked. And he's saying that that may as well be the rationale because what we see here just don't make any sense.
That did not make sense. Which part of it makes sense? Ah, yeah, sense, brother. Don't make sense. You know what they say? If it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Hmm.
So gentlemen, does this team selection this is not going to be the same team selection for the next two games, right?
We hope.
We hope not.
We hope somebody doesn't decide that in a cost cutting measure. In a cost cutting measure. Just say, yo, no more man to the thing. Yeah, man. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah, man. And
Yes, Jervis
sorry,
Paris. What are the
sorry
whole
to
team
hear what.
cataract?
Go
Let
ahead.
me just answer them. They're asking about Grant. Yes, he's available for Honduras and Canada. But he would have even had a difficulty because his coach is quite miffed and ticked off about his international duty. We were quite excited when he got a call up, Swindon Town, getting the first international. Then when the reality struck in, we were quite a bit. But I don't think they understand that this time it will be different because they won't have that 10-day quarantine. So yeah. And I heard somebody else asking something you were about to say, Coach. You were
Yeah, man. I was going to say, sad story of what has transpired with Joshua Anglin. We hope that probably Neo can run on down to Florida and see if he can help him out on that one.
who applied on the Florida, Neo.
Neo.
Take up that. Neo's not called to the Florida bar.
Boy, no, I'm not. And generally speaking, when you have those type of accusations, many Jamaican athletes have had similar type of accusations, and
Mm-hmm.
90% of the time it does not go well,
True.
right? Because I'm not. I don't want to sound or come across as being, racist or anything, but usually is a white woman and is her word versus the word of a black man who's also an immigrant,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the times it just don't go well.
I listen a section of the when he was called up in front of the judge for the bond, and he was telling him that he's the judge that he's a Jamaican, lives in Jamaica, he's a professional footballer there, whatever. And I think they deleted up an excerpt out of that part of it. But I then hear the judge say that no means no here. So apparently, it is that sort of situation.
Right. Add to that, he's a professional athlete, right?
And there's a zero tolerance of
Yeah.
those things with professional athletes. Let me tell you something. On a yard man, we are going to US and them place there.
Here in US, pagan. Here in US.
Yeah,
When I
man.
said no means no here, it is
No,
in the US.
no means no all around the world. But here
Yeah,
we
but
go.
she was emphasizing,
Yeah, man.
because it was a lady judge, was
Yeah.
emphasizing that no means
Oh
no
man.
here.
So he got a bond. Is it $10,000? I don't think he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
find that.
Yeah,
'Cause for those charges, you have to get a bail bondsman to bail you out. I'd love to know what his salary is, because I can tell you a little bit of salary you earn, nothing but gone in a lawyer fee. And the next thing is, should you be unfortunate and found guilty, expect a civil suit coming.
Definitely.
Right? Una stick to una baby mother when have a yard, and a little girl we used to give us a little front of Jamaica, stick to them. Low them woman are foreign, una learn. You saw what happened to the thrower, what's his name in at the university? I think he got sorry. I think he has some noise in your background there. We pick it up. I think he got off by the slightest of hairs, short and curlies. But you get damaged. And let me tell you something. If you're found guilty at the end of your career, because you're not going to be able to go and play football anywhere else apart from Outer Harbour View, maybe. And there's a custodial sentence to these things. It's not no slap on the wrist like Jamaica.
Right. And usually your team
Mhm.
have some sort of clause in their contract which says that if you engage in certain type of conduct, that is grounds for them to dismiss you from the team too.
But they have not. They said they have heard about the case, and they will not say anything more because investigations are ongoing. So I probably think that could have been also a democratic way to say things,
No man,
or diplomatic. Sorry,
it's a
diplomatic way to say
standard
things.
procedure. It's a
Yeah.
standard procedure. They'll wait until they see things like the CCTV footage. Which there might be some CCTV footage somewhere. Not really of the actual assault or alleged assault, but what time him going at the house with the girl, what time it come out. There might be some CCTV footage. And I understand that there's a witness because somebody interrupted the assault.
Yes.
Right?
So crown witness.
A crown witness. So innocent until proven guilty stand.
Yeah, man.
But if somebody walked in on you, which Dexter said, Jack, would you think swing over your neck naked and the girl clothes rip up? Trouble there.
But coach, it is likely to end with something where he takes a plea deal, which would include them probably revoking his visa, sending him back to Jamaica, right? As for the civil suits, yeah, that probably would come, but I don't know how much money he makes. And sometimes you can get a judgment against a person, but the person don't have any money. You call them judgment proof. You understand? So, if he does commit in some money, then he'd have to pay it. But if he don't have any money and can't pay it, then the judgment is just on him.
So no, but when you have that judgment, what it means that there you can never ever come back to the United States again. Ever. Yes. Because once you touch down and come there, this unpaid judgment would be facing you. So even
what happens is that if you get convicted of a felony, right, then they dip you and revoke your visa for at least 10 years. And during that time, you're unable to apply for a new visa to come back to the United States. And on many occasions, even after the 10 years, if it's something like rape, you're just not coming back.
Right. No, but
one done
MUFC. It's not even funny. Delete that comment.
Tell you to delete that comment.
Delete that comment, coach.
Delete that comment.
Delete that comment, coach. Please. One
of the moderators delete one done comment. Just to spare him. And it is to spare you one done.
No man, apologize for that, Bridget. Every man up here have a mother and a sister and them thing there. You understand? But
We don't know what happened.
the thing I was saying, Neil, is that after the 10 years or even 20 years, because he's just 20. So when he's 40 years old and one child come to America, he will have that default judgment against him to pay.
You're correct.
And
You're right.
when you land and try to enter the country,
And pick you up at the airport.
they'll just pick you up at the airport because you're defaulted on a court judgment. In a civil matter, can help note if that's correct. And whatever asset you have, if you married to a, let's say you're married to an American girl and she filed for you, and let's say you get through the filing, the minute you land, any house and car where she have, which is your joint property, they're just gonna take it. So it's very serious.
We just hope and pray that in all of what we are saying, something positive. There could be a twist to the tale where something will happen.
No one done. We don't know the
We don't know the truth, but the comment that you're making, one done, is not a nice comment, man. Just delete the comment, no, man. No, I didn't know that.
No, man. I object strongly to that comment, coach. And I think
man.
As fathers, people who are fathers who have daughters would object to that comment. Right? The way that a lady dresses, none of those things. If she's flirtatious or past history, none of them.
No matter.
No matter invalid. Right? So.
Come on, one that may expect better that from you. Yeah, because you support Manchester United. But like I said before, we trust that there is going to be a twist to the tale.
They said, is McKinney, somebody was saying there, is McKinney banned for breaching COVID protocols?
Yes, that's why he was out of the team.
Oh, he's back in. Okay.
Yeah, man. That's why he's back now. That's why he was absent from the team before.
Are you going to be on that computer a lot?
Ever Brian asking, no, Darren Mattex was not called up.
No.
And so it looks like Liam Bailey. This is ignore that. And I think you should bar them thing, the I am tapper with more thing. You should really the impersonation thing, coach. Not
sir, something when me can I had a app when me put on the thing and certain words where you use. It's like when you did get deleted the other day when they did try to come up on a stream, and the app did delete you,
Okay.
Or put you in a waiting room or something like that. So
no, but the man never in the comment section put a spanner and put a timeout on the man and changing it. Though impersonating somebody is not funny.
But it can also cause problems to the channel. That's why we and people vex and man vex and I carry feelings and I throw a word and all of them. Bad for the channel.
Fresh God, who have a wrench. Deal with a fake tapper.
You see what I say now?
Yeah, man. We know why I say, brother. We know why I say.
We know how we know, Qatar.
Yeah, man. We know why I say, brother. Yeah, man. Just come and stay them half line for the tent, no man. Just come up at top, no man. Yeah, man. Have a drink.
Anyways, people, thanks very much for tuning in. Neon Qatar. Big up yourself. Thanks very much for tuning in, people. Big up on yourself. Really appreciate you sticking around. Friday, Weekend TripleTreat begin, and we definitely will continue with this topic because it is something that we have to talk about more. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself again. Stay safe, people. Stay safe. Peace out. You know what I mean? Big up.